as always, forever. So everybody, man, this is the episode 12. Welcome everybody, wherever you be in this world right now. We're at episode 12. Can you believe it? We just made it this far.
Been a beautiful journey.
Beautiful journey. And again, everyone who's been supporting us and sending their question and setting their vibes and their love throughout the 12th episode. Thank you very much. You know, we're really happy because you were VIP in this creative journey that Nomadic Massive has taken. So, you know, throughout the 11 episodes, man, definitely we did a lot. We created a lot. You know, musically, the musicians created a lot, MCs, vocalists created a lot, and we have a lot of content to work with. But before, I just want to ask, how's everybody doing? What's up, everybody, man? What up?
Yo.
Oh, good. Everything's
Out here, Friday night.
tired tonight, but I'm good.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Feeling good.
What's up, JM, man? What's good, man?
What up?
Yeah.
How you do?
You look like you're a hologram.
I'm magical, that's why.
Or
Before
He's magical until nightfall.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's
It's
from drinking
crazy.
too much traces of buffalo. That's what happens.
Oh
You turn
man,
into whiskey dust.
I'm trying to change, man, but it's harder, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. Before
It's
your teeth was
metaphysical.
written like Nomadic Massive. All your teeth was like Nomadic, like a nomadic. Yeah. It was like, that's dope.
Yeah, man. You know, I had to
We
take
should
it out
get into the
because
grill. We should get into the grill business.
Imagine.
That could be
That's
like a good segue. You know,
you're gonna need a lot of teeth
12,
to write
12
Nomadic
podcasts.
Massive.
12
No, it's just
episodes.
because people won't see the No and the DIC and then MA and the FVE, you know, because if you like Nomadic on top, Massive. at the
You'd have to have a
We're
really
just gonna
good
get
smile.
we're gonna get
Mouthful.
mad mass.
Yeah, Mad Mass.
That might not work. Okay, fair enough.
Or
You've talked me out of it. You talked me out of it.
So what up,
Oh.
Miriam? Miriam, how you doing, man? How's your week, man? Seriously.
It's been good. Just preparing for my next show next weekend.
Nice.
Got a couple of shows coming up, so prepping for that and working on new music. So
Nice.
I'm excited, getting some new creative juices going with Nomadic and on the solo tip. So.
Nice. That's cool. Cool. Where's the show happening? Where's it gonna be?
It's gonna be at Villeray. It's with the Mixed Bus Festival.
Okay.
So we're actually performing on top of a bus.
That's nice.
That's hype.
That's cool.
Yes,
Is
yes.
the bus moving?
I can see it.
Actually, no, they didn't get the authorization for the bus.
Yeah.
We moved while we're playing, so we're gonna be stationary.
Nice. Yesterday's funny. Like we got to perform. Jam was there. We got to perform into a mobile stage. You know,
Nice.
Wow.
the stage they call it mobile, but the stage was stationary, so it was not actually moving. But
What was
actually,
it?
it had potential to move.
Oh. It had the potential to move, but it didn't do it.
Is it like a truck that becomes a stage or something?
It's actually a truck. It's the back of the truck is actually a stage, all wooden, like, you know, wooden stage, and like with a fence. And then they have monitors. Everything is there with a generator, actually providing all the,
Like,
you know,
like
the energy.
pliable?
Eh?
Like it's like pliable, like it folds out.
No. It's just like behind the truck, you know, so they can actually roll with it and then, you know, travel. But actually, it was interesting. It was in LaSalle. It was actually.
Is it like a flatbed truck kind of thing?
Yeah, exactly. With monitors and everything.
It's the Mixed Bus Festival?
Again?
Is it with the Mixed Bus people too?
No, it's not with the mixed bus. Something with the city and shit, you know. So yeah, man, that was fun, you know. So what up, Ali? What's up?
Yo, man. Doing good, you know, getting married, nothing too big. You know, came to check out the venue, beefed with the lady.
Wow. So yeah, the whole world, man. Alejandro's getting married. Great.
That's right. It's, you know, I've been scolded by many ladies in airports when we tell them how long I waited to get married. I remember once we were in a line, this grandma was like, well, why didn't you just ask her already? Like, what are you waiting for? So shout outs to that grandma for pushing
shout outs
me.
to that crabby old lady for pushing you in the right direction.
Nah, man.
Crabby.
Crabby McCrackers.
Nice. But anyway, we're not gonna say any dates for you because this is confidential. So it's only for certain preview of that information for the date of that wedding. So congratulations again.
Check your emails, everybody.
Congratulations. So what up, Mark, man? What's up, man? Joe Baton, man. Joe Baton Mark.
Hey, Joe Baton, don't do that.
Yeah, Joe Baton talks in the third person. Joe Baton.
How you doing, Mark?
I'm doing all right. I'm a little tired, but I'm all right. You know, busy.
What time is it over there?
2:08 a.m. Yes.
Dedication. Yeah.
Got some schnitzel tonight. I'm all right.
Most of us are asleep by like 9 p.m.
Really? Yeah.
I feel so. Yeah.
You
I
said
mean, at
most
least me.
of us.
I'm talking about myself now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I was like, most of us, and everyone's like, wait a second. I'm like, just me.
Cool. Yo, so again, man, everybody, man, we're really happy that you're here with us. And then we have a great episode. This is the last episode of the SUPAFAM session. And then we have, we're going to be presenting and showing to you guys some of the stuff we've been up to, like the stuff we've been creating. Musicians have been creating, MCs, vocalists have been creating or putting together, you know what I'm saying? Because, I think we came to the point where it was time to just put all the songs together or put all the creative content that we've created throughout all that time and put it together. So that's kind of the exciting part, not kind of, is the exciting part, So, we're going to listen to a few of those creations that we've put together and then just discuss about it, because this is actually going to lead towards, creating, final product or just, end result songs and complete songs and composed songs, So, and also important thing to notice or to just take note is like we've been working a lot and by distance, especially with Mark, like providing bass over songs because is away. But over the weekend, interestingly enough, we were all together having a writing session downtown in the studio where, Butter can speak more about it. But, we had a good time writing over the, writing sessions, listening to the music. I don't know if you want to speak on that, but
sure. I mean, it's exactly what you just said. We had a writing
your
session.
impressions.
We had a writing session. We kind of set up a spot where we had two separate suites going at the same time. So people were able to record in one room, write in one room, and then write in another room. And we just kind of had a rotation going as far as when songs were complete. We had chosen, I think, 2 or 3 that we were going to look at, and I think we got through 2 as far as like actual songs written and recorded. So I know there was 1 joint produced by me, and then 2 joints produced by JM.
Nice.
So I guess we're gonna play the first one, which is the one that I produced, right?
Yeah.
Nice. So that's featuring Evan Shea and Lex French, who I also took the horns because it's like a combination of the sample from the original recording session plus the sample pack that we used, and then putting the whole beat together just in sort of a loose arrangement. And then we kind of wanted to record a demo version of it so that we could have fun with the arrangement and really work on the songwriting aspect of it, and the sonics, et cetera, et cetera. So I didn't do much as far as mix, but I kind of messed around with the arrangement a little bit from the original beat that you guys rock with. So check it out. Oh, Mark on the bass too.
Yes. So everybody, man, again, these are like demos. We're really happy to share this with y'all because you guys were on the front line to listening to our whole creative process, and the process of it was quite interesting. So we'll listen to that beat. Welcome, Tally. What's up, Tally?
Yo, check
Run
Tally,
that-
check out the first line of your verse. Wait.
Let's do it.
Perfect.
Boy, who you studying? That let's determine when and who you running with. Whether you carrying or you stumbling with it. If it's a frightening, you mean to just be biting shit. Or even worse, you're scared to death and so you lie and hiding shit. It can be devastating when you wake up and see the devil's been playing. And all the issue proclaiming was just like switch to more baiting. Rinse to reframe it. Manipulate to match your taste and call it free thinking. It's a slow process itself. So what's best for you to keep up and check for your health? Stretch your neck and your wealth. And if you can't shrink the belt, less stress and strain felt so you can just walk straight to God willing. Men spending and killing and keep you thinking like a million. Same thing the rest believe in. So much of it a grandiose illusion. Sue up a capital confusion. Just make sure you consent and not
Hold up, before you click. Wait, www, get your shit straight. Hold up, before you click. Wait, www, clickbait.
Yo, levé grand matin, m'a gâté tête moins. Premier bagage moins fait, c'est que ton égard des fonds moins. M'a cherché un joint au l'autre potin, m'rin sixième. Tant que journaliste qui a copié-collé, après pété, pas j'en fais richesse, wesh, pousse your chest. Avant yo parler, moyen font un test, trop paresse. Bon, livre chita, à jouer des yo, moyen savouré, baya yo te diré, yo éphémère. Bouche yo senti mourir, yo pas contre sac dans la rue. Tant qu'on yo hache ou perdu, tête yon ba yo présu. Et pour que ça va comprendre tout ça, yo maléré. Si ceci pas de tout garder, le jouer nos lieux. Au lieu de mettre ton temps nos plateformes, qui paraît que aucune forme, voler donner, y'a bye, side, bye, sky, side. Donc pour ça ne paraissait, but just take blind, boom.
I ain't got much going on outside the social media sphere. The shit gave me wings, I overcame a serious fear. See, I can post my best angles and apply any filter. Plus troll on the daily, throw everything out of kilter. I get high off my hatred, it's deep-seated like my sofa. Got some lies activated, more venomous than a cobra. Never been politicized, just sharing and retweeting. My 10-second video weighs more than all the books you reading. I finally feel smart, see, that's why I keep saying my society is ran by communists and Marxists. Makes me believe I might know something that you don't, or might do something that you won't, hoping the cover don't get blown. My global conspiracy is too deep for you. Scientists and intellects, I got some new memes for you. I follow charismatic and confident influencers. They're not into asking questions, but I'll find you all the answers. I'm jealous of people who study facts and truth. As long as it supports my feeling, I'ma say that it's the truth. My circle expects little and grants me absolution as I let the algorithm guide my pointless revolution.
Hold up, before you click. Wait, www, get your shit straight.
I like it.
Yeah. No, it sounds dope. But I don't want to be that guy, but is the music coming up from your speaker, Wally?
Yeah. Is it sounded bad?
Yeah,
it's
crunchy.
Yeah.
Damn.
Raw.
It's raw. Eh? Okay.
No. Yeah.
It doesn't have a lot of filling.
Oh yeah, I know why. But if Ali can host for the next 2 minutes,
fix it up.
2 minutes, I'm gonna fix it up.
Yeah, well, one thing I wanted to say is that not only did we hit up those three beats, we also hit up this Portuguese chicken. Shout out to Poulet Mouillé, and all jokes aside, it was very nice, man, to get back together and share a meal, because this is part of the synergy that is Nomadic. You know, I went outside to get the chicken. I ran into Jean-Michel, convinced him to come with me. We laughed like I can't think of all the subjects we talked about, man, but like we laughed the whole way to the chicken. We laughed to get the drinks at the Juan Coutu. Juan Coutu, man. Yeah, exactly.
If Juan Coutu was originally from Panama, it'd be Juan Coutu.
Yeah, yes, Juan Coutu.
Juan Coutu.
What up? Butter did his typical guilt tripping because I asked to go to a different location for my food, which I thought was close to where you were going. He's like, yeah, look at you, Diva. You sent him all the way to this place, that place. So then I felt super bad.
Say the
But
name.
it was funny
Copper
'cause
Branch.
I asked him to go to Copper Branch. And then when you came back, I don't know, you just sensed that Butter made me feel guilty. So I was already like, I'm so sorry. You're like, literally, I Googled it. It was like 5
But
minutes.
it's funny because it worked out. But what was funny, but I was like, you're like, you're going to get Portuguese chicken? I'm like, yeah. Are you going to Piri Piri? I'm like, no. And then you're like, oh, there's a spot right beside Piri Piri. I was like, okay. But then it ended up, it was like 5 minutes the other direction. So it was no problem.
So I appreciate that. And Butter is classic guilt tripper.
Oh man,
gotta call him.
It's funny, man. No, but I think it worked out. It worked out because we needed the time, and so I think when we came back, and all this that I'm hearing, I think it happened when I went to get the chicken because I haven't heard that. Sounds great.
Nice. And that Copper Branch too.
That's right.
Copper Branch.
That succulent Copper Branch.
Yeah.
So you guys hear me? I guess when I said Copper Branch, you guys responded. So you
That's right. That's right.
So yeah. So is that better sound wise? You guys?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
sounds better.
Yeah, sounds
better. Perfect.
Yeah.
Cool. Just fixed the problem. Thanks, Ali, for taking the lead on this one. So yeah.
I can't see who's in it. I can only see 4 people because I have to use my phone because I forgot my laptop.
There's a view option on the right hand corner.
I know, but it only allows me 4 people on my phone.
Yeah, because you have just a smaller screen. But we're all here. We're just Loopy. We're hoping maybe he'll show up.
Okay. Cool.
So yeah. Definitely, we had a good time, and I'm happy to hear that little story, Ali, that you just shared. That's actually really cool with JM. So, we're gonna jump and continue and listen to more songs that were put together. And the next up it will be JM. I will put up 2 songs. One was Tally Verse. So let's start with this one. Do you want to talk about it now or talk about it after we listen to it?
Me? I mean,
I want to talk about why we're not listening to my beat again.
You want to listen to it in a better sound? We could do that too as well.
Yeah,
we could do that as well.
I don't want to be that guy, but
so let's do it. Because saying like, yeah, let's do it.
That's a guilt tripper. That's what we do. Baby.
Yeah, classic.
Let's do it. So
GT.
Boy, who you studying? That mess determine when and who you running with. Whether you're carrying or you stumbling, whether your fists are frightening, you mean to just be biting shit, or even worse, you're scared to death and so you lying hiding shit. It can be devastating when you wake up and see the devil's been playing, and all the issue proclaiming was just like switched and more baiting, rinsed and reframed it, manipulate to match your taste and call it free thinking. It's a slow process to self, so what's best for you to keep up and check for your health? Stretch your neck and your wealth, and if you can't shrink the belt, less stress and strain felt, so you can just walk straight. A God willing, men spending and killing and keep you thinking like a million. Same thing the rest believe in. So much of it a grandiose illusion. Sue up a capital confusion. Just make sure you consent and not.
Hold up, before you click. Wait, www, get your shit straight. Hold up, before you click. Wait, www, clickbait.
Yo, levé grand matin, m'a gratté tête moins. Premier bagay moi fait c'est que tourner garder fond moins. M'a cherché un joint dans l'autre potin, rien sixième. Tant que journaliste qui a copié-collé, a répété, pas j'en fais richesse, wesh, pousse your chest. Avant yo parler, man yo font un test, trop paresse. Prends un livre chita, à jouer d'ailleurs, man yo saboré, baya yo te diré, yo éphémère. Bouche yo senti mouru, yo pas contre sac dans la rue. Tant que yo hache yo perdu, tête yon ba yo perdu. Et pour que ça pas comprendre tout ça yo baléré. Si ce suspend yo tout garder, reçoit le jouer dans lieu. Au lieu you mettre ton temps dans plateforme qui pas régler aucune forme, voler donner, y'a bye, side, bye, bye, sky, side. Donc quand ça ne paraissait, bon Dieu c'est que blague, bon.
I ain't got much going on outside the social media sphere. The shit gave me wings, I overcame a serious fear. See, I can post my best angles and apply any filter, plus troll on the daily, throw everything out of kilter. I get high off my hatred, it's deep-seated like my sofa. Got some lies activated, more venomous than a cobra. Never been politicized, just sharing and retweeting. My 10-second video weighs more than all them books you reading. I finally feel smart, see, that's why I keep saying my society is ran by communists and Marxists. Makes me believe I might know something that you don't, or might do something that you won't, hoping my cover don't get blown. My global conspiracy is too deep for you. Scientists and intellects, I got some new memes for you. I follow charismatic and confident influencers. They're not into asking questions, but they'll find you all the answers. I'm jealous of people who study facts in sooth. As long as it supports my feeling, I'ma say that it's the truth. My circle expects little and grants me absolution as I let the algorithm guide my pointless revolution.
Hold up, before you click. Wait, www, get your shit straight.
Yeah. Guess what a better sounding. Yo, big shout out to my man Lou Pienza, who shines with his absence. You know what I'm saying? No doubt.
But I
www.
like definitely the song, even with just the inclusion of the bass, like it really gelled well together. I'm curious about like what you guys think about the arrangement, like
Yeah.
the interplay between the two sections, that they're both like and the chorus is like a minimal thing. I did it just kind of to save time. I don't know if we should elaborate on that.
Also, thank you for hearing me when I said like that second part that I write to, where I say like it's a slow process itself. And I told you I had written to that second part of the loop, and you put it in there, so that was nice. Thank you for that. I think there could even be like eventually there can even be some interesting like some interesting sonic stuff in between Lou and Wally, so that's not so collé, because Lou's really taking on a persona, right? Like he's interpreting. So I hear like some other sound that kind of flips the conversation into another dimension, almost like we almost hear him in another space.
I wanted to strip it down. I wanted to strip it down.
Even that, yeah.
But I just didn't have like I wasn't in the mindset to do it. I was like, I tried a couple of things, but I was like, but I feel you. I hear you on that. Like,
or even maybe flip the order, like maybe even start with Lou, like where it's like somebody who's like talking to themselves, trying to process all this stuff, and then then it could be
the way is how it has to start.
That's true. Oh,
wait.
No, but I agree with that. You know, between me and Lou, to have something, because it's kind of a breakdown. Even like having Lou, having Lou as a second verse also could be interesting too as well. You know, like switch the order, you know, and have something in between. Yeah. Okay. I mean, it's an idea, but you know, so far like it sounds really dope. You know,
I put a double on my voice, pretending that so that it would be like me doing my backs.
That's crazy. Yeah.
It's me pitched up playing.
That's good to know. You really hear me as a chipmunk in your head.
No. I'm just saying. Obviously, I can't. You know.
I didn't hear Miriam, man. Myself, I heard Quasimodo. I was like, Quasimodo.
me on Broadway as Quasimodo. There you go.
Yeah. Really dope. So yeah, man, you know, bring your comments.
The internet. That's another thing I wanted to do. Remember Petey Crack and the Roots?
Yes.
That song. What's that song called again? Anyways, this verse starts with "fuck the internet."
Yeah.
And I wanted to use that as kind of like a scratch, or have that at least somewhere, you know, like
yeah.
Get your shit straight. Fuck the internet, and then someone's verse. Or,
yeah. It's actually a dope track, man, from the Roots and him.
Yeah. Smash you in the face.
Yeah. Definitely. So yeah, man. I don't know if anyone has like any more comment, or they want to share their feedback or ideas on what we've just heard right now, maybe in the chat as well. If you feel free to, you know, share your comments as well in the chat, you know, saying that's really appreciated. And anyone here right now, I don't know, Mark or JM or anyone, you know, Ali. So if you want to share, if not, we could jump to, you know, JM's music.
I just want to say I'm feeling it. I think it had, like, obviously it can be polished, but it has a nice aesthetic, and the horns are you know, we had a concept for this for the next recording, and I'm starting to see it coming together. That could work for what we're talking about, Capitophonie thing.
I don't have anything.
Yeah, I don't have anything. Also, just the fact. I mean, I like the two sections, like the whole the main line, and then just the verses having a kind of feel like almost like New Orleans kind of vibe a little bit, like on the verses. So I kind of like the differences in those sections. But yeah, other than that, man, it's just more work, more polishing, make it sound nice.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
I like the New Orleans reference. It's cool. Yeah. All right. So, okay, man.
Crawfish.
Crawfish.
Crawfish
in a brown paper bag.
Give me some goddamn
crawfish
shout
and
out to
Bourbonnais
Vincent.
South.
Vincent Stephen Owen.
Oh my God, man. That was his dream. His dream come true, you know?
Yeah.
All right. So let's jump to my man JM. We'll listen to the first track you sent, and is the one with Taliverse. Let's do it. Yeah.
Playing like the Nazi twin, we ain't playing a cut type for fake teams. We brown skin, you spray tan. Come through with explaining our real talk outweighs them. Need tips on behaving, come through for training. We were never mean in the hood, but if you start a scene in the hood, you might never leave from the hood. But if you really real, it's all good. You didn't reach to steal the swag, you just a fiend, it's understood. Topping eyes, I'm with it, hot y'all and hot boys. Sing a song and make a dance. It's really no surprise, that shit's nice. So make you think twice about that shit you gon' disguise, cause TikTok never lies.
Yo, that's such a Tally beat. Oh shit.
Cause TikTok never lies.
Such a Tally rhymes.
There was
You might never leave.
Method Man. That was it. That was Method Man at the beginning, eh?
Yeah.
But it doesn't. But something happened on the first line. I don't know if it's because of the.
Nope, but when I got the verse, it was cut that way.
Oh,
so it started that way. So I'm like,
okay, butter.
Yeah,
no, exactly. The opening bar is cut off in half. And anyways, I just recorded up until that point. I actually want to write more to that verse. Like it's not. It's just some like battle. Like we better than
episode
you.
13. Episode 13. You know.
Yo. It's like is also that Tupac. Is that Tupac reference?
Yeah.
It was also Method Manny.
I heard Method Man there this time. Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's all good. These are all great references.
Like I'm
just being Tally for you.
What you say, Mimi?
You're like I'm just being Tally.
Yeah, it's like when are people gonna hear me?
For real, right?
No, but on the real, it sounded really good. It sounded really dope, you know.
Nice, man.
I like that.
I like that.
Throw about boom bap and shit. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
It's kind of that style, you know. It's like
I mean, right now it doesn't have a concept. I was just writing to it. Like I don't know if anybody else is jumping on it, but.
I have that verse ready. I just never recorded it.
Okay.
It's all braggadocio.
Yeah, I had something also, you know, I could record as well on it. I have a verse from this.
Cool. I don't know, Jam. Like, are you building on that beat at all? Are you adding to it? Because we just looped the 20-second that you had created.
Oh yeah, no, but I mean, I haven't done that much changes. I mean, I had like a little arrangement on it, but it was like I can definitely do more with that and just kind of stop the drums and I'm also like I was waiting on a little bit of Mark.
Oh yeah.
Passing the ball to Mark.
Mark, you have to say something. Say something.
There was something in the hi-hat I wanted to change.
Shots fired to the ceiling.
More fire.
No, I got that one.
Yeah, no, but yeah, I definitely.
I get it right away.
It's got great potential, though.
It is dope. I do like it a lot.
Yeah.
So this is the beauty. This is the beauty of it. You know what I'm saying? We will add on to these songs. These songs are only demos actually, and then we're gonna keep adding on to this and make them a complete song. So we're just happy to share them with you all, everyone right now listening. We're just happy to just share our creative process and how we put these songs together. And then it's not the end result. There will be more work put into these songs, and then we can't wait to share the final version of each of these songs. We're gonna move forward towards another song put together by JM. So yeah, let's listen to this one. It is ready. It's so ready. It is so ready. It's so ready. It's like, yo, I'm ready to go.
It's already.
Your levels are really high, man. Good job, bro. I don't know how you work on your song, but your levels are good.
Sweet.
Oh, I love
this one was with Miriam. Oh yeah.
Woke up in a cold world, freezing up my boiling blood, shivering under layers of thick skin. Yeah, we growing tough, cause serving souls in icy blocks. Mighty rocks, melting in 9 seconds from a loving hug. It's love and light until you come for mine. I don't compromise, I feel benign. The blind is leading the blind, so I cock the 9. Easy, believe me, I'll try it. Even your Lord and Savior's with me, cause you're lying. A snake can stand the heart of a lion, deceiving the world of compliance. But I is cut from a different cloth. I connect the distant dots, summoning the warring gods like some vanilla. Poison your insides until you self-destruct, still in the villa.
Cold as ice, they try to take the vision from me. Try to cry out, but nobody listens, Lord. To each his own until they try to fuck with mine. Then I gotta pull out the monster that I be keeping inside. Cold as ice, they try to make decisions for me. Try to lie, but I'll be on a mission, Lord. To each his own, but if they try their luck this time, then I gotta pull out the monster that I be keeping inside.
Word, dope.
Nice. I've heard that.
Nice.
I like that snappy ending.
Oh, I mean, that's a classic.
Yeah.
You don't want to do a fade out. You just like, stop.
You arranged over the verse. Right.
Thanks. No, I mean, that sounded dope. And I mean, your verse, but it was a little hook. You just vibing and shit.
Nice.
I liked it, man. It's really dope.
Nice.
So yeah, I guess more arrangement, more like adding sounds maybe, and just like make a movie out of it, really.
Mimi's coming with the grimy. Mimi's coming with the grimy stuff. Mimi's like,
like I don't want to be in a dark alley with Mimi.
Totally.
With a rusty pocket knife. And a dream in her eye.
Like, hey, buddy.
Magic on top.
Yeah.
I mean, it was all inspired by butter, so don't be acting like,
The grittiness?
Yeah, well,
he had a whole vibe on it. He started with the story.
Remember the challenge too, Mimi, where it was like, I was like, just rap. It's like only rap. Like try not to sing at all in any part of your verse, and you fucking rap the shit out of it. So I'm proud of you, Mimi.
Thank you.
Yeah.
There's one thing that I hear there was there's two things in the loop. Like there's a drop where it goes, and then there's that little guitar thing, and I hear that sometimes like on the verse, whichever verse it could be, sometimes you could pull out right there and then have that thing go, and then come back, like swing it back in. Those are moments that are they're kind of like shifts in, I don't know, pitch or something, but they merit being highlighted at some point. I don't know if you guys heard that too.
Okay, yeah, no, that's what you mean. Yeah, no, definitely. Nice. There's a lot of like pull and that can be
it's
done.
more about just leaving a space because it's already there, you know. But anyways, that's one thing I'll see.
Okay,
No doubt, man. That's really dope, man. Melodic rap. I love it, Miriam. Sounds really dope.
Yeah.
You know, very flowing and stuff. You know, beat sounds nice also. Good job on this one. It's funny, you know, I was just thinking right now, and I was like, yo, it's like hearing these 3 beats. They're all different.
Yeah.
They all have a different vibe, and they all have a different direction. You know, creatively speaking. You know, the verse, and it's just really interesting how, you know, Nomadic is made of, you know, different individuals, and it's reflected to the beats. And I just like the creative process towards that. I don't know. I was just thinking about it as like, well, this beats doesn't sound nothing similar to
It's like
one
one
another.
of it's like one of those omelets in those breakfast spots where they put everything possible in an omelet. But it somehow magically works together. That's the theme I'm running on in my head, you know?
But also they don't sound like stuff that we've done before, which is kind of refreshing.
True.
You know, like they're different from each other and different from the aesthetic, you know, but somehow still growing. I find it's nice, man.
Yeah, no, it's cool. Yeah, I was just thinking about it. I was like, wow, you know, I just can't wait for more of this creation to happen. To be like, yo, what's coming next, and how these songs will be completed, and the final result of each of these songs, how it's gonna sound, you know. Because, you know, we didn't have a chance to create all together for a very long time, and right now, you know, we had that chance to create for the last 12 episodes, you know, and then, you know, this is what came out. We have so many, you know, that it's right now in the bank, and that we're gonna go back to them and just continue on creating and develop these into songs, you know. So most def, man, thanks a lot for everyone who you know, got up to the challenge and just do that thing every week, because this is actually could be very challenging to just like be in the creative mode all the time, you know. So we did it, you know what I'm saying? This is a number 12 episode right now, and congrats to everyone and for all the stuff. But this is not the end. So everyone listening right now, we will have more coming for y'all. So stay tuned, subscribe to our channel, share, tell a friend that Nomadic Massive has some more music coming out. And when I say coming out, we're creating to just make sure that, you know, we provide you with some, you know, some music, some vibes at least. So on this note, we also like to share things, and share things meaning, you know, people that, you know, in the band who has things that, you know, something that impacted them or just, you know, had an impact on them. And this week we have Ali. Ali has something you would like to share. So I guess I'm just gonna let him talk and say something about, or maybe introduce what we're about to hear from you actually.
Yeah, man, cool. Shout outs to I got Malik Beats on the talking about the comments. Reynaldo Molinari saying, yeah, you guys are funny, and all kinds of music, different vibes. So thanks guys for being with us today. So yeah, man, for my sharing, how can I say, you know, like I'm always the guy who slides in the last minute a verse or a song or something. So I don't want to disappoint this time. And I've had some few but very memorable moments being put in the spotlight, you know, being put up there to sing, and always felt very supported, you know, like by everybody. So I appreciate that. And so this is it's a cover that I did, and it's from a, you know, hip hop song. So rather than to present it as the song, I decided to do the cover. And funny enough, I find the lyrics, although they're in Spanish, are appropriate because it's talking about, you know, when will we see each other again? What will happen when we see each other again? And so this cannot end. And that, you know, that's that kind of feeling of nostalgia that I always get when we get to the end of a tour, end of a project. So this song kind of came out, and it's just a little clip of it. In the interest of time, I cut it a little short, but here goes.
Hey, nice guitar.
Man. So it's basically just a still of me and. We gotta share the sound, bro.
I'm gonna share the sound. It's
no, but for real, while you do that,
God.
like, go ahead. The process of like figuring out how to do this stuff is also really,
where is it?
You gotta unshare. You gotta unshare this.
Yeah, unshare and share the sound.
Share, and then it's in the bottom left corner there.
That's it.
Does everybody hear the panic? The panic in Wally's voice. Wally's like, "Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh my god!"
Did you see his mouse moving everywhere? Like,
oh my god! I'm like
moving everywhere and nowhere at once. You know.
We got melodic massive, panic massive.
It's the pre-millennial massive.
Why is it not working?
Rotary phone massive.
Why is it not working? I'm trying to.
Maybe the file's too big.
Blue screen massive.
Do you hear it?
I don't hear it.
Damn, bro. 1 second.
Man, the suspense.
Sorry about that.
Boom, boom, boom.
Sorry about that, guys.
So
what's the song? Eclipse? What is it? I don't even
know. Eclipse, man. Just like I go searching for music of Latin America a lot online, and I find cool stuff. And sometimes I connect to the people too. Write them a message. There's a couple people that have gotten back to me that I've discovered online, and it's funny, man, because you think people are far away. And one time I wrote this little message to this guy on Facebook, and he explained to me the whole song. He broke it down, what was the inspiration and everything. I was super off on what I thought it was, but he was also like, if that's what you think, that's dope, man, because that's what that's what the art is about. I wrote it. I'm talking about a different song, but he wrote it with one purpose, and so I'm kind of on that vibe now, using the internet for good instead of evil.
Right. Fighting injustice everywhere you see it. One comment at a time.
Now I'm curious, what were you doing when you was using the internet for evil? That's what I want to know now.
It's the big
from the tour
Bitcoin,
yeah, exactly.
Bitcoin roller coaster. Bitcoin roller coaster. Maybe I don't know, man. I think I sent it to you with sound.
You sent it to me with sound. It's just I don't know. It doesn't want to play with sound.
Oh, but did you go to your system preferences on your Apple? Just make sure that it's connected to Zoom. Maybe that's what.
It is connected to Zoom.
The output.
It's weird because when you had played the video that Miriam had brought in one time, it worked no problem.
Totally, yeah.
But it was on YouTube.
But
yeah, this one is on QuickTime.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So I don't know. Damn, bro.
Well, it's
good song.
It's a great song,
You know what you can do, Wally? Why don't you bring it back to your speakers like earlier?
At least, yeah, one.
Would that work?
Or Ali, you sent it. Is it on that computer right now, the laptop?
It's on my But go ahead, I'll see if I can. It's gonna take a second for me to do it.
You share your screen and share.
Okay, so you want to share it? You want to do it? I'm
gonna try to do it, but it's gonna take me a second. So if you guys want to move on to something else, I'll try to bring it back.
Anyways, I think it's really dope that you were inspired in this whole process. Anyway, so I'm looking forward to seeing this whenever we see it.
Yeah, and it was also the thing about like working through finding a way to record things that is efficient, because Tali, you were talking before about your process, recording on the phone and while you're on the metro and stuff, and so had those conversations with Mark and Jean-Michel about just do it, and so this is my way that I found. Obviously, it had some mishaps, but let me see if I can get this. Okay, it's working on my computer now. You'll see if it works for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see.
I'm giving you you can share it if you want.
Okay, let's check.
Drum roll.
Drum roll, please. I gotta get this guy. Share the screen. Starting share screen will stop other participants' computer sound share. Is that okay?
Yeah, for sure.
How is he so tall right now?
Sure.
Yeah.
Naeem.
Naeem is our special guest today.
Okay. Let me see. You see me again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see it.
Hey.
There you go.
Como la luna y el sol, cada uno por su rumbo de lejos mirándonos. Pero ¿por qué resistes si estás deseando caer? Aunque no estemos juntos ni el mar apaga este fuego. Esto no es un poco loco, tú y yo sueltos en la selva. Por las noches soy tu lobo, tú eres tú mi luna llena. Esto no es un poco loco, tú y yo sueltos en la selva. Por las noches soy tu lobo, si tú eres mi luna llena, no se te irá a pasar. Cuando te tenga aquí de nuevo, la ruleta gira. Mientras tú vas derritiendo el hielo, dale, nos vemos allá. Donde no hay lugar para el miedo, solo tú y yo, maná. Tira tu carta al juego. Tu carta al juego. Dime, baby.
Hey.
Yes.
There you go, man.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Back on this one.
I can hear like the beat in the back, the harmony.
Exactly. I was sitting here like drumming, like I'm playing congos. I hear like, dope.
You get that?
But wait a
big,
minute.
Yeah.
You said it was a rap song. So did you take the rap lyrics and put melody to it?
I mean, it's like it's much more of like a hip hop type vibe, and I turned it more like into a ballad, I guess. So I mean, yeah, I mean, if the real song is different, it's higher pitch and like that, but the lyrics kind of hit me, and I'm trying to find ways to adapt songs to the type of range that I have, you know, which is wolf like.
Are you a lobo? Is she your luna llena?
Yeah, man. I always gravitate to songs that have imagery of the moon and the ocean, and that, as Butter told me, you know, it's like my Cancerian sign. You know, that's a lot to do with those things. Yeah.
The alignment of your stars.
It's funny. I always appreciate, you know, the persona, not the persona, but the person you are when you actually singing with you and your guitar. You know, it's kind of like it's the alley that I don't know. It's
so true.
It's always a new alley, and I'm like, oh shit, that's a new part of alley that I just don't. Every time I hear you just singing with your guitar, it's very good, man. It sounded really good, man. You should do more of those, man. Definitely.
Yeah, thanks, man. Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Definitely do more of those.
Also, more growth in the area of not wearing sunglasses while performing either.
And keeping eyes open.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look your public in the eye.
I take notes, man. I take notes when you guys make comments a lot. Thanks.
You know, during the pandemic, where none of us were eye to eye, we're always isolated.
Yeah. Eye to iPhone.
Yeah. Eye to eye.
Phone.
One.
So Tali, do you want to do a poem with eye to eye? Eye.
Eye and eye with eye to eye. Jam will play the bongos.
Yeah.
Miriam will play the kazoo.
Yeah. So guys, man, as we leading towards the end of the episode 12, I want to ask a few questions to all of you. So what was your best moment, out of the episodes that we, like, all the 11 episodes, like, you have like a memory you would like to share, like, oh, episode 5, man, this one marked my
you know, I don't know, like you guys want to share anything for the people out there listening, you know, and I will actually go and listen. Just go ahead.
My thing isn't about, it's like, it's not in an episode, but it's in the aftermath of the episodes. Like this, like, it's so interesting, the conversations that we have, but I'm just going to share a quick one. We went down this kind of wormhole. It was like me, Mark, and Bada. We went onto Google Earth, and we started to show like all of these memories of different places. Like my first kiss was over here. My grandma's house was over. We were like, we're so itching to travel like together that we're like putting the little Google guy in different neighborhoods trying to explain, and the rest of the people are following like, oh, word, dog, that's the street you lived on. Yeah, man, over here there was like a dépanneur. I met this girl over here when I was 12. Oh yeah, it's like so fun, man. I don't know, and that always happens, like, you know, after the sessions we keep it going. So I have good memories.
Nice.
Hours.
Yeah. So people who don't know, right after our SUPAFAM session, usually there's an after party, an after virtual party. So, you know what I'm saying, we just like hang out for, you know, an hour, 2 hours, and sometimes like, and give big shout out to Mark. I think Mark wanted to say something. So, you know, say, you know, like just say something. I want to hear what you had to say, because I thought you were going to say something.
Are you going to say something?
You muted. It'll be easier for you to talk if you know.
It would be easier if I wasn't.
Oh,
muted.
we hear you.
I was just saying that I missed the tour bus stories, and you know, I think we didn't tell enough of those.
Oh, yo, so
let's go real quick.
Can we come out with like one tour stories before the end of the episode?
Is there one you're thinking of in particular? Yeah.
I don't know. There's so many.
There's so many.
It was that one time when JM let go of the bass amp and I went with it down the ramp.
Oh shit!
I busted up my knee.
Oh,
knee.
It was the first show too.
First show the tour.
I swear, Butta is Nomadic Master's martyr.
And I have these mint green shorts, these brand new mint green shorts that I wore, and I got a big blood stain. Yeah. And I got pissed at everybody. I was pissed at everybody. Rah, 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 rah.
First thing he said when he got up was "motherfucker."
And there was like some drunk French dudes like all the way at the back. They're like, "Oh," and I was like, "Don't be laughing at my pain."
Oh man.
Oh, I got what was it? A 12-hour drive from Switzerland to the northwest of France. Was that what we were doing? We were going north to that thing called Nordic something. We were in
on Norbit.
Yeah,
you're right.
Right at the water, and we'd been.
With the mud?
No, was it mud? I don't remember the mud. What I do remember is literally just arriving before we were getting on stage. I have many of these stories about just arriving. That often is me just arriving in time to get on stage, but us just arriving and having to take turns changing in the
bus
truck and we've had a few of those actually.
We had those in
most epic one because it was a long stanky ass ride.
Exactly. And we literally we went straight to the location, which was outside in some beach area, field or something. So we had no idea what we were wearing, and we just had our luggage that was in the back in the trailer thing, and we just had to like randomly like decide, like pull something out and just hope whatever we pulled out wasn't ironed and was clean, like wasn't too wrinkled, was clean. And we literally walked out of the van onto the ramp, like it was like walking literally from the van onto the stage and hit go, and it was like on right away.
I remember. I think exactly where it was. It was in the south. It was at Caen. It was in Caen. It was Chauffé dans la Noirceur, the festival.
Chauffé dans la Noirceur. Exactly.
I was exactly there where we had to change in the van. I remember.
We did a couple of these. We did a couple of them, but one of these was epic because it was after a very long drive.
Beach. By the beach. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I remember that one.
We've had a few of those.
That's
that
crazy.
replaced though changing in the bathroom at Nuit d'Afrique or at Toronto Jazz Fest at the Starbucks, right, Mimi?
Yep.
changing.
It's almost like we have to stop complaining about certain things after experiencing.
After doing that, yep.
But we've had experiences like that, but then we've been like in Cognac, for example, on the
Oh, yes,
100th
on the
anniversary
boat.
of Cognac,
Oh,
and they're like, let's get you some food, and we're like, okay, sure, where is it? And then they're like, follow
your
us, and
boat
then we
is
walked onto a
basically-
boat, and then we went down the river, and then we went to that spot with like the grand piano and all like there was like 4 chefs like impeccably dressed, like with all kinds of an assortment of knives, like cutting radishes in a particular way, and like,
radishes,
and, like
So,
12 different kinds of pickles, and like
my flip
cards
side,
and
my flip side to that story was I had Naeem with me, and I had Ajani, the babysitter, and Ajani is vegan. So they were going to stay at the hotel because that show was going to be pretty late, et cetera, et cetera. And so I'm taking them back to the hotel. Hold on, Naeem. I'm taking them back to the hotel, and they're all there. I'm taking them back to the hotel, and the driver from the festival is like, why don't you stay and eat on the boat with everybody else and the 12 chefs? And I was like, well, I got to take them back to the hotel, and my nephew is vegan, so I got to find vegan food. And the French dude was like, oh, is that why he's so small? He was like,
Oh my
he
God.
was like he's small of stature. He's not that tall, but he
Wow.
was 16. And then I'm like, no, that's just his frame. And then he goes, oh, but does he get bullied at school for not eating? for not eating?
Wow.
But the concept isn't developed. Remember, it was like, no, okay, but
Damn,
we have like some.
We have chicken. We have
yeah,
eggs. we have. Well, we can give you.
Every next dish has some form of meat. In
I was
it
like,
anyway.
nothing that comes from an animal.
we have
Yo,
a
it
leg
was
of lamb in an omelet.
It was hilarious. The man was like, does he get bullied for not eating meat? I was like, actually, there's probably lots of vegans at his school.
Oh man, that's funny.
There's another one where we lost William, our famed French trumpet player. We were at a show, and he had friends that had come over, and so he kind of went away, and we like partied pretty hard that night. And then we're like, okay, we all got to go back. This is when we were at the Gite in the mountains, that show before, right? And we're like, we ended up looking for him for like an hour after. We thought we lost him, like we thought he was lost. Like we gave up on William. It was like he was gonna end up on Unsolved Mysteries, you know, like that's how much we looked for him. We couldn't find him. We all hop in the van. We're like, damn. Well, hopefully we can get in touch with him. What did happen? I got it right. And as we're driving, we run into him like across the road on this random country road with these 2 other dudes. Those 2 dudes were like super high on some kind of psychedelic drug, and he was just talking with them. But those 2 guys, I remember, were wrapping themselves in blankets and bed sheets while talking. And we're like, William, get in the car.
Oh man,
Yeah, I remember that one. He was semi shirtless too.
Yeah, he was shirtless, but
Yeah.
we're not here to talk about that.
Yeah, that party, man. That party, I had like a whole bunch of sprinkles, and like 3 days later, I still had some sprinkles out of my. I had to get out of my face.
Couldn't get those sprinkles off.
Yeah, no, it was crazy. It was intense. Good times.
Yeah, good times, you know. And we, definitely we're looking forward, I mean, I can speak for myself. I'm looking forward to tour back again, if that's even going to be a possibility, in the upcoming months and year ahead, because it's something that brings a lot to me in my personal life, in my spiritual life, and especially touring with you guys as well is like very uplifting in many ways, because each individual brings something different in my personal life. So it's really fun to share these moments, and either on stage. The stage is one thing, but saying the process of traveling is one thing that is actually very powerful, very uplifting, very growing experience for me, saying. So the tour buses, we have a lot. It's no reason we have that many tour bus stories, so
You do like a little book.
yeah, because there are integrated part of our DNA or history and stuff, as a band.
Mm-hmm. We do have an upcoming show though, right?
Dude.
Yes, most def. We have a show coming
Watch
up.
out. Back
La,
on the
la grosse lanterne, August 21st. Everybody,
Shout out to Bugat.
Yeah, shout out to Bugad who just, help us creating the bridge between us and promoters and stuff like that. So yeah, 21st. I mean, is that going to be our first show performing in front of people?
Yeah, well, since I guess
like a crowd.
Yeah, because even our last show together, we were that one on the hill at UDM. UDM show, there was nobody there. It was like there was 8 people there, 10 people, the staff.
But there was like the cast and crew.
Okay, so there you go. So yeah, check it out. On our social media. 21 août, le festival La Grosse Lanterne. Check it out. We'll be performing there. We'll be on stage at 11 or 11:30 at night. So you can go and camp. Just check it on the website, La Grosse Lanterne, and we'll be there performing. Again, it's coming to an end. It's 9:00. Thank you, everybody, for staying with us throughout the whole 12 episodes. Shout out to Lou Pienza. Shout out to every single individual who put out work doing these 12 episodes, been creative. It's been fun. I don't know if anyone has a last word they want to share. Just make it happen. Let's do it.
Fuck the internet. No.
After 12 shows on the internet.
All right. I want to give a shout out to Maria. Definitely. She's been holding it down. Thank you very much. Sometimes there's a lot of work that goes behind the curtain that we think it doesn't exist, but the work behind the curtain helps us to be here right now with you. So big shout out to Maria. Thanks a lot. That's my last word.
Shout out to the Canada Council.
Most def.
Shout out to Degal Léger for his birthday.
Happy birthday, Jegal. Happy birthday, Jegal Léger.
Rao. Tú eres un tigre. Tú eres un león. Rao.
Yo, Jegal, man, pied léger, tant coup Jegal.
Yo, check ses pieds, yo. Yo, check ses pieds.
Check ses pieds. Il est léger, man. Léger, tant coup
Jegal. Yo, le panais a des pieds légers, bro.
Yo, big shout out.
Anyways, Fam Jam, we love you.
Yeah.
Nice.
I want to send you guys so much love and gratitude for this whole 12-week of consistent showing up with us. And the episodes are going to still be online, right, for a bit. But we got more to come because we have a whole project and new tracks to come soon. Yeah. So stay tuned and stay safe.
Yes.
True story ever told.
Good night.
So Mark, is just good night. That's all you got to say. Night.
It's 3 in the morning, man. It's 3 in the morning.
Sorry to put you on the spot, man. It's because I love you, man.
I love you back, man. I love you. Miss you all, actually. So,
Why don't you lead us off with a prayer, Mark?
All right.
Yeah, have a good night, man.
All right.
Amen. So deep. Yo, Jam. Give me something, man. Yeah.
Oh man, last words, man. It was fun, man, doing the podcast and just like kind of having almost like a, how do you call that? It's not a habit, but it's just like a
routine, ritual,
like something that just keeps coming back, and it was cool, man. And just chat and just, especially like Ali was saying, like the chats even after, just kind of since everybody's like away from and the pandemic and everything is kind of I guess less social or whatever, but it's like it's always cool to just be here to talk, and also like just for me to be able to share music, and also just like and a new aspect of not just playing keys, it's just like making beats and having the feedback live and seeing everybody like either liking or enjoying it. It's just, man, it was dope, man.
Shit, yo, JM, is that love that I'm feeling from your heart?
Oh man, it's hate. Hate.
We broke him.
We broke JM, man.
We broke him. Finally.
Straight up hate. Oh, it's all hate, man. Don't forget, man.
Yo, I hate you guys, but I think about it all the time.
That's
There's
funny.
nobody I like to hate more than y'all.
I miss experiencing hate with you all.
That's hilarious. That's
No,
hilarious.
seriously, yo, even with Mark, man, just walking around and just hating on stuff, man, it's just,
Bonding. It's a bonding experience.
I miss that, man.
No doubt. No doubt.
It's the club of the play haters.
Yeah. No, come on, man. Yeah, the hate is important, man.
Tally. Oh, last word.
Last words. No, don't think. Just connect. Go right to it.
No. You know what? There was a moment in the process where it kind of clicked for me, and I was able to, like, even just to write what little that I wrote, just getting that out and sort of just thinking through things and hearing how people were thinking about writing. And it was, that part was really a moment for me that I felt a shift. Because in the beginning I felt like, I can't really get with it. I'm like doing 100 million things that all need like 100% of my time. And I was feeling like I was dropping the ball on this, even though I was trying to get here every week. So there was a moment though where it transitioned. And I also felt there was a moment in the overall vibe of this whole thing that we were just like chilling, like really we were just being ourselves as we would. And that was really important for me that stays, like even though we've been apart for so long, that gel can still be there. And that just speaks to 16 years, man. We've been doing this for I know you people for 16 years.
Wow.
I mean, I know Wally for almost 30 years, but we're like 2 years away from knowing each other for 30 years now. Wow. But
we have it.
Man, I was just thinking, I was listening to you talking, I was like, man, Tali always come with that deep shit. Man, it's always crazy, man. Introspective and shit. I'm like, damn, so true. Everything you said is like so true.
It's been a long
it
time, man.
It's
been a long time. And so like it just goes to show that like we've built something that really is meant to work together, and regardless of pandemics or no years touring or whatever, we still stay connected to one another, So I appreciate that. I love y'all. I love y'all. Y'all get on my nerves sometimes, but I love y'all,
No doubt, man.
I'm gonna go make these beats right now. I gotta go.
It's part of being in the family, saying you need to get on your nerves sometimes, People's nerves, man. I don't know, Ali, Butter, man, anything to add?
I mean, there's a lot. Just have to commit and accept that the family comes with those ups and downs, Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. And then the third time, it's family.
Just don't do it again.
Don't do it again. Oops, I did it again. Oh no, I shouldn't sing that shit.
Oh man, it's been great. It's been really great. It's something to look forward to, and now we gotta find a way to do this, but more in person. So I'm happy about where we're at now.
Nice.
Me, I'm happy that we wrote the grant, had the idea to do it, and we jumped on the opportunity, and it's something that a lot of creatives here in Canada especially should definitely take advantage of, and not let this sort of situation kind of get you off your A game, and you can still be part of the conversation. You don't need what you think, and we made it work, and so I'm really grateful that it worked out the way that it has, and I'm looking forward to more work and diversifying the way we do things too, because that's the other thing. Is like we in a lot of ways we were kind of stuck in a way that we had to be on tour in order to stay together and be creative, right? Like that was a common theme that came up in some of our last 2 albums or so. So we're seeing that there's a lot more possible in these other kinds of tools that we've got now at our disposition. So I think we should take advantage of it.
Yes.
Sprinkling the truth.
And shout out to indie artists, man. Like, let's just be real. We are an independent group. True. Like, we've been indie for a minute in the truest of terms of that, and that's really important as well.
Yeah.
Congrats
you're-
on that.
I got
for
patches
sure.
on all my clothes.
Yeah. Yeah. And yeah. I can't speak for the person who's not here, Lou Pienza, another member from the group, but saying is also championing this project as well, saying. So but I think one thing that resonates with me was what one thing a Jam said about like, it's good to have, some type of routine, to keep us, it's very challenging. It could be challenging because we all have our daily lives, and then we have to come up with some creative stuff. But that thing, keeps us on our toes. I mean, it kept me on my toe to be like, okay, this week I have to create something, last week I started on Thursday and I had something on Friday. Maybe next week I'll start on Monday. So I have more time, or trying to find ways to organize toward my crazy schedule. So, I think routine is great. And then, it forced me personally to be creative or find ways to just manage my life in a way, find ways to be organized in ways, and definitely always love creating with each and every single one of you. It's always a pleasure every time we go to the studio. And again, for me, it's not only about the creation process, but it's about like the family aspect. The fact we could share a conversation about different things, we can laugh about different things, and then freestyle or just talk about things serious to funny stuff like that. I think that things is like for me very growing, and that SUPAFAM session was actually something really that reflected that a lot. So I mean, congrats again. Everyone who listened to us, make sure you share to your friends and tell your families that saying there's 11 other episodes that they can go check out every time, anytime they want. Check it out, share it to your friend, and we're gonna make more music for you guys. And thanks for all the supports for all these years. And then we on. Peace out.
Shout out to Lou Pienza, man.
Yeah, shout out to Lou, man.
Shout out to Lou. Peace, guys.
Montreal. To the
Montreal. World. Yourself to fall in love. Yes, the things you do.